Covering Clay County, News 4 Jax is the first to learn the county has updated its evacuation zones. This comes 4 months after Matthew, and now the number of people living in the areas who would need to immediately evacuate has been lowered.
Channel 4's Eric Avanier spoke with the emergency management director. And Eric, what areas will see the greatest change?
Well, Mary, this is what the new map looks like. There is no major difference from the last map except for Zone C along the Black Creek. Now, this all came about as a result of what as a result of what officials learned following Hurricane Matthew. All the flood evacuation zones on this new evacuation map are the same, except Zone C. That's the area in yellow along Black Creek. Clay County Emergency Management Director John Ward says Hurricane Matthew proved that not everyone within this zone needed to evacuate.
In Hurricane Matthew, I only needed folks along the main body of the Black Creek to evacuate because of the potential surge that we were going to get. But it was one very large zone. If I would have went to a zone to ask them to move, I didn't need everybody else to move. So I broke that down into just folks along the main body of the creek, folks just outside of that area, and then the north and the south prongs if needed for freshwater flooding.
Adam Horath lives along the creek near the fork, although his home is well above the creek and he didn't feel the need to evacuate during the hurricane. He says the water did get high.
Whenever Hurricane Matthew came through the creek, our bulkhead is about 12 feet down to the water, and then it came up probably another 3 feet after that, so roughly about 15 feet. The boathouse next to me, his roof was totally underwater, and then the guy's house, little boathouse, actual house across the creek there, it came up right above, right to his front door. So, I mean, it was pretty high.
Ward says those rising waters likely came from storm surge, something most people only associate with the coastline.
But because our river drains into the ocean, storm surge will impact interest along the river, and then any type of creek or estuaries that are along those rivers also. Any residents that are along that is going to get impacted by storm surge also.
No. Now, the updated flood evacuation maps will have no impact on who is required to carry flood insurance. So if you were living in that Zone C area, but you were further away from the creek, you're still going to be required to carry that insurance. Reporting live in Clay County, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.